Hey everyone, this is kind of embarrassing. It's a big waste of time over something I didn't know that I just found out recently, and we started going through and testing that it's right, and we're right about it. And it's just, I'm sitting here thinking, are you kidding me? We lost a lot of time because we kept waiting for Google to come back and check indexing. We're like, how come you aren't coming back and checking the sites out? See, we make the sites, we put them out, and then we go back through and we go, oh, let's fix this and update that and change this and everything else. Hey, the canonical's wrong here. Fix that, you know. And then we're like, okay, Google's going to come back through sooner or later and see what's going on. Well, we found this. I don't know if it's because GPT is allowing a lot of people to put a lot of new stuff out now, and so there are a lot of people active. I think they don't have the resources to keep up so fully, so they're trying to streamline their usage of the resources. Here's what I mean. They're not coming back and checking pages on their own if the websites were new and the pages weren't ready yet. So they are waiting for us to tell them that the fixes are validated. Okay? So let me show you what that means. Say I'm doing a site colon check like this, and it's showing only 7 results have been indexed, but I know there's 100 pages on the site. So what about all those other pages? It's 93 pages that it hasn't gotten to yet, even though I made those pages months ago. Okay? And I'm thinking, how come it hasn't gotten to these yet? And by the way, not all websites are getting the same treatment because they're all in different stages and states, and some are great even upon release, right? But I'm saying that a lot of the websites that we put out, just what in the heck? You know, why isn't Google coming back and indexing? And we're thinking, well, we're waiting on Google. You know, they must be really busy. I found out more to the point. So if I go into the Search Console, and by the way, I did double check. It's like, yeah, the pages are there. I checked obvious stuff on the pages. You know, canonical link, it's not set to no index and so on. So I go in. I'm like, what is with this? So I'm taking a close look at that exact same website. And it's like, wait a minute. 100 pages were on the sitemap. If I do the XML check, you know, it's showing all those pages as well. It's a lot of pages. It's more than 25. It's, you know, up in the neighborhood of 100. So what the heck is this? Not indexed 19 for 6 reasons. Indexed is 6 or so, like 6 or 7. I find it's not always exact. But anyway, I just said, okay, take a look at the sitemaps first. Okay, here it is. There are 108 pages total on the sitemap. It was a successful upload. This thing was last read on September the 1st when we uploaded it, right? It was October, November. Okay, so 2 months and 3 days ago. Okay, fine. Heck, it was even resubmitted at this point, but not read since. It's like, why didn't it read it since? So it's been, you know, from September 1st to October 23rd, like 7 weeks. It's like, why do we resubmit it, but it wasn't reread? Okay, so I had to get into figuring this stuff out more. And so taking a closer look. Not index and index. 6 reasons. Okay, fine. You're supposed to come back and check the pages. You'll see those reasons probably don't exist. Let's take a look at what that means. So now I'm scrolling down. And I'm saying, oh, here's these 6 reasons. Now, I'm kind of always aware of this stuff, but never that it was interactive or that it mattered for us to look at it. So I never really cared. I looked at it and I thought, okay. And I thought validation hasn't started. So Google just hasn't come back and crawled the pages again. I'm waiting for Google to crawl the pages. I already submitted the sitemap, okay? 108 pages. I haven't resubmitted. So what is going on here, right? Well, I found out. You've got to go into each of these, and if you do, a couple of things. First, okay, there are these pages here. It checks the top entry and nothing else. If the top entry doesn't work, it doesn't even bother to check the rest. So like this page, it caught at one point, but we took some pages down, put up some new pages. That page probably doesn't exist anymore, would be the answer. I mean, I can open these things and check them independently, right? So I can look for trends and issues and then figure out how to apply that through the entire matrix and then resubmit. What did I not know? That it would check one page and ignore the rest. Heck, I didn't even know to click on that. When I looked down here, I didn't know you really would click on these things. Okay. And here's the reason why. It wasn't that long ago, right, that for tons of time, we never had to come in here and check. We just waited for Google to come back through the pages. I'm finding out they don't do it if the first submissions are not good enough or complete enough, right? So once they do that, then they just come back and check the first entry with each one. Alternate page with proper canonical tag. This they happen to check more, probably because it was fixed, but it's still an issue, and I know why. They're duplicates. This slash front end is kind of like a duplicate. These are not real pages, they're temp pages. Okay, fine, I don't care about them not being indexed. What do I care about? Stuff like this. Crawled, currently not indexed, for sure, right? Like if it can't find it, the page doesn't exist, so it'll drop it eventually, but why would it look at 7 pages and just simply not get around to indexing them? Well, again, it'll check the top one, but it won't check any of the others. I mean, it hasn't checked these since May, middle of May to June, July, August, September, October, and closing it on mid. So, over 5 months. It's like, what in the world? Here's what I found out. We're supposed to be done fixing. And I mean, I read through the Learn More and everything. It didn't say to do this. There aren't instructions to people to do this. But here's what it is. Go, open the pages, check out what's going on, go through them, fix them. Okay? Whatever the standards are, figure it out and fix them. Then come back and validate the fix. We have to do this. We have to hit the validate fix button for each section where we went through and said, oh, we do care. Like I said, these don't matter. Doesn't matter to me. Server error, 1 page, I could care less. Excluded by no index tag, I could care less. Crawled, currently not indexed, I do care. Just to check them out. In many of these cases, these pages don't really exist. Some of these don't. Like this, website/a. I'm not sure how it found that URL, but that's not one of ours. Sitemaps.html with a plural with S. I don't know where that came from, but that's not a real page. So somehow I'll pick that up. Now, I'll chase this stuff down, figure out if there's a bigger issue there, and I'll fix it. But I need to know what's going on and get them fixed. Now, some of this stuff is just really old, like our service offers. That's from something done on this site a couple of years ago. Okay? Having said that, here's the bigger problem, though. If it hits a point where it says percentage-wise, too many of the pages out of all of them that it got into are bad already. So it checked 25 pages out of the sitemap of 108 pages. And those 25, it only found 6 good ones and 19 that were not good enough. Right? Now, I can deal with that. We can deal with that. We already started dealing with that. I'll show you in a minute. But I didn't know it would stop. I didn't know it would not check the other pages because it didn't used to. It used to always go and check all the pages anyway if it was like less than 1,000 pages. So this for me is as though new. So even with the resubmission, a couple of months later, basically 7 weeks later, to try to jumpstart the thing, get Google to say, please check it out, please check it out, Google. It wasn't working. I didn't know that the reason why is because it's waiting for me to fix the first stack. All right. That's the embarrassment, the waste of time, and something we can deal with. We already started dealing with it a while ago, and let me just show you what that's like. So I'm going to go through a bunch of other websites, okay? And we've been fixing problems. They look just like this, basically. Not necessarily the same numbers, below numbers. We got them further along, okay? Look at that. Got them further along. Way further, okay? So some of these, we still have work to do, right? And some of these, we're just waiting for Google to catch up and see what we did now. So as Google catches up, we can see these numbers change, see what's going on, figure out what's going on. So that's what's happening there. The result of the fixes is a few things. Let me make this point real quick. When you only have 8 index pages and 132 not indexed, what does that mean for the website? First of all, that's too few pages to be competitive on Google. You really need to be 100 pages. You need to be at least 50 in most things, 100 in many, 500 in some, 5,000 in some. if you want to be competitive. 8 pages isn't going to cut it. Okay, so here's the thing. We're waiting for Google to include a bunch more pages. Now, in this stack of pages is everything that helps make this powerful. Why? Say you want to cross-link pages. You want to have in-link paragraphs, right? In the paragraphs, you have verbiage. When you click it, it goes to one of the other pages. Okay? Well, in a lot of these pages are links that click through the whole stack of pages altogether. So all of that organization, a lot of it is being missed. The only amount of organization that's doing any good here is right here. All of this is getting missed. And what else? Say we got some backlinks that go to other websites. Maybe they're on some, there's some of these pages, but many of them are going to be in this stack. They're not being included as the backlinks to the other sites, so the other sites are not getting that benefit, right? That's why all this stuff matters. It's not meant to be technical. It's just meant for us to double check all the little things. And then what's new, like I say, is to resubmit and say, hey, validate it because we did on our end. It looks good to us. Can you please come back and check it again? So when we get there and we start moving pages from not indexed into the index side of the house, and we'll get more moved. There's these reasons. As Google goes through one reason at a time, it starts to move pages. When it sees, that's updated, move some more. So it's going through the reasons. As we get this to happen, more of the crosslinks exist within the site. Well, yeah, inner links. And then the crosslinks that go to, cross to another domain. They go elsewhere, right? So now we get the benefit of linking out added to the power, and those other websites get the benefit of the incoming backlinks from this website, and the rest as we go, right? So I've been waiting and wondering what's going on, only to find out I'm supposed to go in and hit all these buttons, and just check hit on all these websites. It's like, okay, we can do that. We just didn't know we had to. Now that we got it, that's not hard. Putting people on the task of verifying the fixes, seeing which things we care about and don't, and then revalidating what we care about, the stuff that matters, then yeah, we'll do that. It's, oh my God. So I didn't know. So where we at? Let me show you. Okay. We did it, and so now you get something like a website, and now finally it has 101 results, not 7. 101. All these pages belong to that web page, okay? So we go to another site. Did the same thing. We got 125 results. For the longest time, I did not see more than like 12 or 13 pages on the site. But now when you go through it all, see, I'm signed out for Google. Stay signed out. It's showing me 14 up front, but it's 125 results on the site that are indexed. Okay. So the site's finally getting the juice it needs. Here's the opposite case. Here's a website here where only 8 results exist so far, even though there are 33 total pages here. Okay. Now, 8 results, but 33. We're waiting for this to jump up to something around 33. Here's the point, though. Issaquah Locksmith, we're number 3. It's got a volume of 200. But do you know how we got to number 3? Because we only have 8 pages on the website, and we used to be number 9. We used to be right here. How do we get up here? Because as some of the other locksmith sites' pages did get indexed from our validations, the backlinks added up. Even the direct links to the front page of the website added up. And so because of that, now, we're seeing what we need to see happen. And as a result, we're popping up. Okay? So it's an easy enough fix. It's just we didn't know we had to do it. Here's what it looks like in terms of organic ranking. It's kind of cool. I'm looking at 6 months. These are actual traffic coming to the website. Most ever was 7 in the past 6 months. And now that we figured out to hit these stupid validate buttons, go in there, fix things, validate them, the traffic's up to 20 on this site, even with only 8 pages on it. And it's never had that much traffic before all by itself. I can go back 2 years and look at the traffic it's had at the very most. In the old days, it was like 16 for organic traffic, right? 13. But now it's 20, okay? And it's going to rise a lot more. And even its study is still outdated. It's seeing it as in position 7. So this leap is coming up from position basically 9, probably around here, to 7, okay? And it's in 3. So it's getting more traffic yet by a good long shot, and this graph's going to keep rising as a result. There is more I want to make about that point. It's okay, never mind. Let me show you this. This is kind of interesting. Let me show you this. Even with those few pages, getting the backlinks up, it's starting to show up better and better. Issaquah Locksmith, number 3. Locksmith Issaquah, number 5. Locksmith Issaquah for Washington, number 4. Okay, so it's hovering around the same area based on the similar keywords. Issaquah Car Lockout, number 5. And number 6. Oh, I just noticed. Number 5 and 6. That's cool. Issaquah Commercial Locksmith, right? Number 4. Okay. Not that these have volume, not much anyway. But what they do have is topical authority, car unlocking locksmith. So this is good. Even the plural, Issaquah Locksmiths, number 5. And that's with 150 for the search volume. It's all local. And then Locksmith Issaquah, Washington, number 5. So we are going to climb up. Now, all of our websites, all of our crew is going through all of our websites, checking verifications and issues, and it's pretty quick for us to fix things. We're just seeing what we need to fix. Resubmitting the sitemaps. Here's the thing. We already did most of the work it takes to rank and start pushing all these graphs up, and we've been waiting on Google to index it. So we do other things in the meantime while we wait, but our biggest thing is, wow, man, Google must really be beaten down by all the traffic that's coming out with GPT, all the new pages and generations and everything, because why are they taking so long? And then we found out, well, it's my fault. Hence the embarrassment and the wasted time. It's like, no. Well, domain age is still important. The fixes that we're doing is still fine. It's not crazy. It's not too many pages. We don't have to drip feed it. We just fix and revalidate, fix and revalidate, fix and revalidate, and the page counts are jumping up like that as Google catches on. So, yeah, we're going to fix this problem very soon. It also led me to one more thing I was thinking, and that's this. I've been on this SEO not roller coaster ride. I've been on this SEO roll since GPT, when we said, okay, the name of the game is to rank for the keywords, like be number 3 for a keyword you want, instead of just simply spread the net like we used to do with spin tags. But there are guys who've been at this exact game longer than me, and I live in Seattle. So I'm starting to reach out now to SEO guys who are local to see who wants to partner up in the back end on some of this stuff. I can help them with some of the stuff they need for backlinking for their guys. In exchange, they can help me catch little issues like this that I don't know about because I haven't been in the game that long at this level, or at least I didn't know to look. And so I'm missing some things, and I hate that because, like you, I want the money. We are doing website flipping clubs. We're doing constant traffic flows. We're setting up projects that are cool. And why aren't we getting more pages indexed faster? Seems to be the final thing. So I don't know if hooking up with an SEO guy really is an actual benefit anymore. But I can say that I want to work with a guy and see what the heck I'm missing that I don't know about. And get that stuff answered quick. It's the perfect time of the year to figure out all these fixes and get all this stuff done. And we're doing it. But I want to beat my head on my keyboard until I can see the letters on my forehead from my keyboard, for missing something like that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys hired a sniper to get me through the window. Anyway, yeah, it's not actually a big problem. It's just a blasted waste of time to have been waiting for Google when I need to go in and hit validate buttons. So with us fixing this and hitting the validate buttons, everything's going to start to catch up fast. The independent sites are going to work a lot better, and the backlinking is going to work for everybody else. And it's not going to look weird to Google because there's not too many pages, there's not too many backlinks. Everything's great. It's within realm. There's no spam happening. All the weird crap everyone else is doing, we're not doing. We learned not to do that long ago. So our stuff is hot, and it will climb, and everybody will get paid. And I just can't believe it took so long to catch on to this validate button that's buried so deep. Anyway, I had to let you know. So if any of you guys are going through this and you're wondering what the heck is going on, and maybe you went through my playlist about hidden things that'll keep you from indexing, I'm going to add this video to that list because I'm considering it now to be a hidden thing that'll keep you from indexing. That's how it feels to me. So I don't know how many of you guys knew about going in there and doing that manually. I didn't. Now I do. Okay. Talk to you soon. Sheesh.